everyone, this is Dan with Visit Hollyweed, and welcome to the Hollyweed newscast. Just here giving you some updates on what has been going on at Visit Hollyweed. I can tell you that a lot has been going on. This time of year, coming into October, getting into Croptober, there's lots of events happening. There's just a lot going on. There's new dispensaries opening. It's cool, it's exciting. So today, on today's newscast, I just wanted to give you an update on what I'm working on, what's happening in Hollyweed, what we're all up to. Check out my first video if you didn't see it already. This is my new YouTube channel, trying to get it up and running. I'm going to start posting videos every week, just talking about what I'm working on, kind of behind the scenes. Just really want to get to know you and give you a little insight into what I'm working on here at Visit Hollyweed. Subscribe to this channel. Let's get some subscribers. That'd be cool. Okay, so starting with last week, some stuff that I just posted that you might have seen. So yeah, last Thursday I went to the Hollywood Strain premiere party in Hollywood. I wrote an article about that a few weeks back on Visit Hollyweed. It's just a really cool event that has been happening, a kind of a insider sesh put on by Doja Exclusive, and but featuring sometimes different people in the community, but especially Doja uses it for their own drops. And so last week on Friday, Doja Exclusive dropped seeds. Let me get this right. Doja Exclusive dropped Permanent Marker BX1 and Alien Mints X Permanent Marker seeds, so people could actually pick up seeds themselves. And the idea is cool that they're kind of doing a pheno hunt with the community, inviting people to see if they could find something cool they do, to reach out to Doja Exclusive and kind of team up to bring it to market. So they kind of want to still keep their claim on the genetics, but they want to invite the community to, you know, kind of pheno hunt the genetic lines. So there's a lot of excitement around that. People have I've seen people come from all over the country, all over the world to get a Doja seed drop. So that was fun. That was a cool event, and I saw, you know, Doja Pack and Doja EK, some other people. I got a nice picture. I put it on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you don't, because a lot of my photography goes there. A lot of times just small updates that aren't a whole article, I'll put them on Instagram, so follow me there. And also last Friday night was the Astor Club sesh. This was kind of a last minute event that the Astor Club put on. The Astor Club is a smoke lounge in New York City. It's really cool what they're doing. They kind of kicked off this whole trend in smoke lounges in New York City, and we don't have that in Los Angeles, and we really need it. The only thing we have are sort of pop-up private sessions that people put on. Even those are kind of a gray area, so it's, you know, the city itself doesn't make it easy for us to do social activities around smoking, even though that's obviously what we want to do when we're smoking. So it's great that the Astor Club came into town. They worked with the 91 Club at the Vortex to put on a great event. Everyone showed up. I ran into a bunch of people there at the Astor Club event, and yeah, a lot of people in California have gotten to know the Astor Club even though they're in New York City. We're all kind of like jealous of this thing that they've created, of these like kind of smoking lounges, the social clubs where you can smoke together. So it was nice to experience a bit of that here in LA. And their whole vibe is to have like couches and seats all around, and it to be kind of casual and just very like you're hanging out with your friends kind of vibe. And it was like that, except that it was tons of people, so it wasn't that intimate. But Tricadelics had a booth set up, and there was a huge long line the whole time I was there. Yeah, I talked to the guys from the Astor Club a couple weeks back. We did a good interview, so I have that coming out probably in the next week. And you can read a little bit about the influence that the Astor Club is having in California. So that was last Friday. Then on Saturday, we had PuffCon here in downtown LA. So PuffCon is an event put on by Puffco, the makers of probably the most popular eDab devices. Now, some people are not into eDabs. They would much rather have glass and use a blowtorch, and that's fine. But if you do use an eDab just because it's easier, more portable, whatever it is, then you probably have a Puffco. I mean, Puffco is a cool brand. They're based here in California. They've done a lot of community engagement, and even though they've been around for a couple years, there hasn't been another company that's really knocked them out of first place. So everyone seems to have a Puffco. So the PuffCon event on Saturday was for people that had a Puffco device. That was all that was required to enter. There was no fee, but you just had to have a device. So everyone was walking around with their Peak or whatever version of Puffco they have. So the whole thing was about hash, and there was a huge, the word hash was spelled out in huge letters, as a installation on the ground. There was a stage, and there were performers, and everything was kind of trippy, and there were mushrooms you could sit on, and so many people. There were tents everywhere. There were lots of vendors. Fidel's had a booth. The Astor Club had a booth. That's why they were in town. I ran into Sour Waves both nights. I ran into Asonic both nights. Got to talk to Fidel, and then I also got to meet in person for the first time Champelli, and we're going to work together at some point, but that was great to meet him. Champelli, he's a legend, so that was cool. I took a bunch of pictures. I have a write-up coming out tomorrow, probably the same day that I post this video. Also, you might have saw on my Instagram, I also ran into Squints with Foreign Genetics, and he has a new strain called the Liz, and his other strains, Squints and Wendy, have been very well received in the community, have gotten awards, so the Liz might be the next cool thing. Yeah, that just dropped. Okay, what else have I been doing? What else have I been up to? Oh yeah, yesterday I went to a fun event with Ball Family Farms, which is a really cool cannabis brand based here in LA. And Chris Ball is a former football player who started his own cannabis brand, including growing the weed himself, and it's a good product, and plus Chris Ball is super cool. I got to interview him yesterday for a strain drop. He did a collaboration with Heisman. Heisman is the brand by Ricky Williams, former NFL player, and so the Heisman brand teamed up with Ball Family Farm to drop a new strain called Ricky Baker, which is a character from Boys in the Hood, I think. So it was a football watching party in Hollywood. They were generous with the joints so that we could sample the new strain, and I was definitely feeling it, was enjoying it, and it was a cool event. I'll have a write-up about that coming too. I'm busy. I told you I'm busy. The other thing last week that I did was that I got to meet up with C-, the DJ who is also a co-host of the Dr. Green Thumb Show. If you read Visit Hollyweed, you know that I follow the Dr. Green Thumb Show and Be Real TV pretty closely. They're a big part of the LA cannabis scene to me. So Be Real is a big part of the LA cannabis scene, has always been. So I love to work with those guys. But anyway, getting to talk to C-, he's an expert in music and a total pothead, and he's an amazing DJ, and he has a wealth of knowledge. And so I'm doing an article with him for Be Real TV, but I'm also going to be doing, hopefully, an ongoing series or conversation with him about weed and music, which is definitely something that's important to Visit Hollyweed. You can't have weed without music. You can't have music without weed, if you ask me. So I'm excited that we're working with C-, and I'm very grateful that he's been spending his time with me. So that's fun. In fact, this week I'm going to meet with him again. We'll continue that conversation, and you'll see that coming out soon. There have been a few dispensary openings here in LA. Now, if I keep doing these videos, then I won't have to pack in all this information at once, because you'll be a little bit more updated. But right now I just have so much news bits because this is the first time I'm doing a video, so I'm still telling you things from the last couple weeks. New dispensary Steezy Pacoima has opened, so go ahead Pacoima with your own Steezy, and Steezy always partners with interesting people, so I'll have to see who is behind that dispensary location, but I haven't checked it out yet, but good job, Pacoima. Also, Cookies Brentwood has opened. They're going to do an opening event, and I was going to cover it, but then they had to cancel it. But anyway, Cookies Brentwood is open, and next week I'm going to go get a tour of it and talk to the company that helped Berner to open that location. If you live in LA, you know that Brentwood is an interesting area to have a dispensary. It's not an area that you associate with weed at all. And anytime there's a new Cookies in LA, that's kind of a big deal because, well, it's Cookies, right? You don't get any bigger than Cookies, do you? Okay, the other cool thing is that the dispensary Foreign has opened. It's the storefront for Foreign Genetics, co-owned by Squints. I was just talking about Squints. But anyway, Foreign Genetics is award-winning, very much like an insider's favorite brand, known for excellent weed and unique strains that people become obsessed with. Now they have their own storefront. I'm pretty sure it's a social equity license. Squints tells me that they are going to have some kind of opening event, and whether they do or not, I would like to do it on Foreign, on Squints, and it's exciting that this is now open, so definitely check it out. It's in South LA. I will do more coverage of it. I think it's exciting. About a week ago, I published an article on 64 and Hope, La Cienega, celebrating their 1-year anniversary. That's an important dispensary. There are 2 locations. Both of them are owned separately by individual business owners. 64 and Hope is a social equity dispensary chain, but each location is owned independently, but it's a social equity brand. And 64 and Hope carries the Visit Hollyweed book. So they're very special to me. I'm also a big fan and supporter of Asia and of Robin, the 2 locations for 64 and Hope. But the La Cienega location just had its 1-year anniversary. So I did a write-up of that. If you're in that part of town, please support 64 and Hope. It's a really nice dispensary too. They have a great selection, so you can support them because it's a great dispensary. But also I love the work that Asia is doing, and so glad to see them, make it this first year. It's a tough industry, so we got to support the people that are out there doing this pioneering work. I went to an event recently and took some pictures that I think are going to be up on Leafly soon of THC Design. Put on an event. The brand THC Design put on an event for the release of their strain Skywalker 2.0. So they're calling it the 2.0 version of Skywalker. Skywalker is, a real favorite strain. And their Skywalker is one that they're very proud of, and so this is the 2.0 version. So they put on a whole event. And I love a Skywalker strain, so yeah, I'm all about it. For me, it's very good before bedtime strain. But Skywalker's definitely a solid strain. So kind of exciting to see something called Skywalker 2.0. They put on a big event in downtown LA. The event was Star Wars themed, and people were encouraged to dress up, so that was kind of fun. It was interesting because, everyone was hanging out. They were screening Star Wars on the wall. There were activities in lounge spaces and everything like that. But there wasn't really anything about the strain itself. You did get a sample on your way out, and I was able to try it, and it was excellent, and I recommend it. But it was just kind of a hangout sesh that was great for Star Wars enthusiasts. Anyway, I took some pictures. Check them out when they're published. I'll let you know. Follow me on Instagram and I'll let you know. Yeah, I have a couple of exciting articles coming out. October is going to be a really great month for Visit Hollyweed. We have a lot of good articles and content coming out that I've been working on for weeks. So I'm excited about October, so definitely follow me on Instagram to see whenever I publish an article or have new content. I'll always post it on Instagram so that you know. Check out visithollyweed.com. We're an online publication, visithollyweed.com. Everything I post to visithollyweed.com. So check us out there. Also, don't forget, you can still get a t-shirt, shop.visithollyweed.com. So many things it's exciting. So many things. That's everything for right now. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to this channel. I'm going to keep posting videos like this, and yeah, let's hang out here on YouTube, and I'll keep you updated. Everything I'm learning about, I'm going to share with you. Everything I'm doing, I'll let you know, and you can follow me, follow along, play along from home. It's not just me who's Visit Hollyweed, it's also you. So come along for the journey. Thank you very much. I'm Dan with Visit Hollyweed. Follow me on this channel, and I'll see you next video. I'll see you next time. Visit Hollyweed.